Hey y'all, it's time for some damn good content. I'm Shelby Clement, your host and business bestie. I'm a content creator, social media manager and coach, keynote speaker, wife, and a mama of two who ditched her 9-to-5 to build a thriving multi-six-figure business solely using social media. Just like you, I'm a working mom and a wife with limited time. So I'm committed to cutting the fluff and delivering tips and fresh ideas straight to your earbuds on how you too can harness damn good content and create that type of business that you love and are proud of. Each week, we'll deep dive into strategy and mindset of building your brand on social media so that your confidence and success in the online space can skyrocket. Get ready to step outside of your comfort zone and start creating some damn good content. Are you ready? Let's freaking get it. Hey guys, it's Shelby, and we're back to talk a little bit more about social media and almost like the harsh reality, especially when it comes to growing your account and then the community that you want to serve for your personal brand or for your business. The number one response that I give to people is consistency. You have to be consistent. And when I say consistent, I'm not saying 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. I'm saying at minimum 6, if not longer. Because the more you show up, whether that is 2 days a week, 3 days a week, 4 days a week, all day, every day, whatever the case may be for your mental capacity, your budget, and your business, whatever makes sense for you. It is consistency that is catered to you. There's a lot of noise out there on social media that's like you have to post every single day, you have to be across every single platform, but that is not the case. You need to know your demographic, where they are, and be consistent within them. Be consistent within that platform for them. Let them understand that you are there. You are going to continue to show up and provide value. Also, wrap your brain around the fact that when you put content out, some of it will do freaking amazing. Some of it will do terrible. Your engagement will be great. Your engagement will suck. All these things happen, and that is okay. That is what it takes to build an actual presence online. And you know what? It's also teaching you what your clients and consumers want to see versus what you think they want to see. So if you're turning all of those analytics into something for your benefit, then you can understand the content that your clients want, and then you can put that on steroids. The success of your business or your brand should not rely on social media. For example, if you're a business owner, if your views and engagement is down, but your sales are up, what does it matter? I used to work for a boutique, and I'd always ask, they would say, I don't really get that many likes or engagements or saves or whatever. I said, but how are your sales? And every month her sales were going up. So I want you to put your mind in the consumer's mind and say, when you're shopping online, do you take the time to like it, comment, or save it? Or do you take the time to click it and buy it? That's the difference. Now, if your sales are down, then you aren't utilizing social media enough to showcase why the consumer should be buying from you. So maybe we need to have a little conversation about that. Another example is this: social media manager. If you don't have a lot of followers because you're too busy doing for your clients, but they're getting the results and you have inquiries and you have a thriving business, why are you looking for validation from social media? I mean, we're all human. We all get wrapped up in it. I understand that. I am one. I'm human. I do too. I look at some of these social media managers or these social media gurus and I'm like, I know all that information. But the difference is I don't have time to really focus on my content as much as I do on my clients and on getting other clients. So you are going to be the back burner. So social media is a tool for you to use in order to increase the brand awareness for your business and your brand. It is a tool. It does not guarantee anything, but you should be using this in order to increase your sales and increase the visibility that you may have. So we basically get addicted to that vanity metric of like, oh, I don't have this many views. I don't have this much engagement. I don't have these many followers. I must suck. Therefore, I am not going to be successful. That is all bullshit, because you can have just 100 followers. And if those 100 people are your diehard fans, then you're going to be fine. It is so much more than just how many followers and engagement. Now, don't get me wrong. Obviously, the more followers you have, the more successful you will get. But if you're not converting those followers that you have right now, what makes you think that you can convert more if you get more? And why would they want to follow you if you're not building that trust factor? I'm about to get up in that a little bit more. But I get it. It is a mind game. It is an energy suck. And sometimes you are thriving and you want to post 1,000,000 times a day. And sometimes you're just like, I do not want to do this anymore. You want to crawl in a hole, shut your phone off, throw it into a lake. Trust me, I have been there, especially recently, but you have to ask yourself, are my dreams bigger than my fears? Are my dreams bigger than my failures? Am I willing to get back up over and over and over again and learn from what has happened and move forward and try to be better? The thing too is you can take a break. Consistency is the key, but don't be afraid to take a break from social media if you need it. Developing a relationship is key. And by developing a relationship, I mean you need to start developing a relationship with the followers that you have, the followers that are there, the followers that crave you and are in your DMs and talk to you through your stories, and they watch it and they cheer for you and they buy every single thing that you put out there. You don't get those people until you develop a relationship with them first. And then communicating with your current audience is key. A lot of times people actually downplay the power of stories. And I recently had a conversation with an individual that's trying to become an influencer, and she's doing really freaking well. And she said out of her mouth, the more I get on stories, the more they buy from me. And I'm like, wow. Because when you get on stories, stories is like a free for all. You get to really pull back that curtain. You get to really showcase who you are. The stories is for the people that already follow you. That is building that next layer of trust, that next layer of loyalty, that next layer of commitment, that no matter who comes in next that does exactly what you do, they're coming to buy from you. So do not underestimate the power of stories. Do not underestimate the power of video. Whether you look like shit or whether you look beautiful, if you feel a certain way, if you're struggling because you're a mom and you're working and you're doing all this, if you're struggling because you have a laundry piled up, if you're struggling because sales, if you're struggling because engagement, if you're struggling whatever, if you're thriving, if you're winning, if you're working out, if you're drinking coffee, whatever you are doing, showcase to your audience. It gives them a little bit more of a glimpse of who you are and what makes you thrive. I do a lot of stickers. Half the time I already know the answer of what all of you are going to say. But you know what happens when you do engagement stickers on your stories? It helps the engagement within the algorithm for your profile. So it's actually working as your benefit. I've said this before and I'll say it again. If you aren't converting the followers that you have now, why do you think that you can convert the more followers that you want? So maybe it's the mindset that you have that needs to shift. Maybe you need to understand and take a step back of how am I serving my current clients? How can I increase sales by serving my current clients? How can I increase sales by serving my current followers? And those current followers, they probably all haven't bought from you yet. And if they haven't, why? Why are they following you and why haven't you converted them? You may not want to do it, y'all. You may live in fear, but ask yourself, are your goals bigger than your fears? Are you willing to get uncomfortable to be the light for someone that needs you? If you change your mindset to, and I used to be this, I fall guilty to everything that I'm preaching right now, but I've just been doing this now for a little bit. So I've understand how to tweak my mindset and how I need to really do certain things in order for myself to not be so addicted to a vanity metric. Because I'm gonna be real, I still get caught. I had a conversation with someone this week. I'm like, I feel like my content sucks. And you know what she said? She went in and she said, your content doesn't suck. You have great engagement, you have great views. Like, why are you putting such a burden on yourself? I'm human. I'm just like you. We live in a world of vanity, of social media that envies other people's perfection that they're putting on the internet. Cool? Do y'all understand? We're gonna continue. We don't want to underestimate the conversations that you could have in your DMs. This is where people feel like they want to get to know you. They get to see you, hear you. They're like, "Oh my God, so and so is talking back to me." There are people in the world that are going to envy you like you envy someone else. Everybody starts from zero. It's the work that you're willing to put into it to get to where you want to go. And when you do get to that point, you're going to have a new goal. So, what I like to tell people is, and I actually lack this, but soak in the moments of winning, even if they're very small. Because at one point, you were telling yourself, I just can't wait till I get to 200 followers. Can't wait to, I remember having on my whiteboard in our guest room of our home in Thibodeau. I had a goals sheet, and it was start a podcast. It was get 500 followers, and it was, I don't know, something else, but 500 followers, y'all. 500 followers, that's still a lot of people. Google it. Google what that is in the room. I got off a little track, but I want to go back to this one statement that I just said. There is someone out there that needs you. When you can flip the mindset of you are talking to one person, you want to help one person instead of thousands of people, your entire mindset shifts. Your entire mindset shifts because that is your goal. Your ultimate goal is to touch one person. Build that one person into a super fan that they're always going to utilize your product or your service. You have to bring value because that is what they need. You have something that they need from you. So all you have to do is put in the damn work because people want to support you. They want to support you. They see the good. You are your own worst critic. So it's not because people don't want to hear your voice or see your face or see what you're doing or think that you're crazy because you're chasing your dream. Number one, they're not thinking about you that much. And number two, if they are, there's never been a hater that has succeeded more than you have. And I heard that quote the other day, and I've heard it actually multiple times in the last few days. And it's very true. People can talk all the shit they want on you for chasing your dreams and showing up online. Like, what does she think she's doing now, being an influencer? What does she think she's doing now, or he's doing now because he's starting a business? She's starting a business. They have no business messing with your mental state. Chase your dreams, put your blinders on, understand what you want, and make that bigger than the fears that you have on other people's opinions of you and the fears that you have on if it's going to fail or if it's going to succeed. So was definitely an episode for me to give you some like straight to the point stuff. So main thing is remember, consistency is key. Show up over and over and over and tell people what you do and how you can help and the value you provide over and over and over. Just because you post it one time doesn't mean that you can't use it again. Because the odds that half of your followers saw it is unlikely. So continue to use the same content over and over and over. Drill it into their brain. That is the power of marketing. You want to be at the forefront of their brain at all times when that service or product is mentioned and they need it. So put in the damn work. Pull back the curtain. Let them get to know you as a human being. And if you follow me, mimic everything I do. I don't hold anything back. And that can hurt me and that can help me, but I am very vulnerable online with you guys because social media is so fake. So I want to show up and I want to be very upfront and honest with you of the mindset that you have to have when you are building a business on social media. Not necessarily your business is social media, but building a business on social media because the comparison game can kill you before you even get started. You have to remember that there are a lot of people fighting for attention online to build their brand or build their business. You and only you are the difference between you and your competitor. They can have the same business model, the same plan, the same everything. You are what makes it different. So why are you not in front of that camera, in front of your brand, in front of your business, showcasing your morals, your vision, why things are run a certain way? Why do we offer these services? Why do I love this? Why do I listen to this music? Do I drink water? Do I drink coffee? And am I over caffeinated? All of these things are valuable. And in your head, you're like, my life is so boring. Nobody actually wants to listen to this. They do. Bottom line, people are weird and they want to feel like they know you. They want to be your best friend. So, if you're an aspiring business owner, influencer, content creator, or if you are in business and now you're new to the world of social media because you're like, why do I have to do this now? Keep going because I see you. I am you. I just went through very brutal month, probably 3 to 4 weeks. I just felt like everything was going down, everything was going down. But I built such a circle around me that it got me back up. It's not easy. If it was, everybody would do it. But it's damn worth it because you were meant for more and you were meant to do this. And it's time to throw out the fear of what people think. It's time to throw out the fear of imposter syndrome. It's time to just throw out all the bullshit excuses that you have a laundry list of. And it's time to chase your dreams. It's time to be patient and it's time to be consistent. I love you all. Thank you so freaking much for being here. And until next time, let's freaking get it.